McCracken has said that you're going to be coming into this fight lighter than the last few fights.
He said that on the last fight, and I came in my heaviest.
How are you going to adjust in your training, and do you think being heavier affects your style?
How am I going to adjust in my training? I think little things like experience, what I eat, times I train. If I train later, I'm going to eat later, which means I'm not resting on time. So maybe the food's not digesting properly, so I'm learning these type of things. But I do think weight affects the fight, because boxing, even though people just see it as punching, remember you're moving around for like 12 minutes. So if I'm carrying a stone, if anyone gets a bag that weighs a stone and straps it to him and tries to move around for 12 rounds, and then the next day takes it off and does it, you'll see the difference. Yeah. So I think in terms of weight, the body requires more oxygen. And the lighter I am, the more fluent I'll be, I think.
And did you...
Thank you. It's thirsty, mate. Stay thirsty.
Did you always want Parker before Wilder, or is it just the way things turn out?
It's the way things turn out. You know me, I'm easy going. If it was Wilder on the table, so be it. If it's Parker, so be it. It's no stress for me. Whoever's, interested and serious. Even Parker was serious, but it took a long time to get the deal done, because everyone's interested in what they're going to get, what's on the line, rematches, who's walking first. So there's a lot more that goes into organising a fight than just, I want to fight him. Yeah. So that's what I've learned. So that's what I mean, is who's really realistic about getting the fight done, and who's just saying that they want to get a fight done.
We've all seen through your social media that you stay in the gym, you don't really come out of training camp, though, it seems. Mm-hmm. Did the jabs about Parker and the steroids, did that get under your skin the most?
No, I don't really see much of it. I really pop on social media little now and again, so I don't really see everything. But I did hear about it at the press conference, and I think within my circle, my family, my coach, a lot of that stuff stays outside of what we're doing. So it's just hearsay. It is what it is. It probably won't be the last time people, because it's performance, isn't it? Like when you're performing, people always have an interest of how is he doing it? Why is he doing it? I tried it, I didn't do it, so he must be doing something different. But it's not, it's just, why is it that some people go into boxing rings and come out, with brain damage or kidney damage, and I've managed to stay above that? It's God's work, isn't it? This is just hard work and God's work.
Is there a real reason you guys went back to the Principality Stadium instead of staying Wembley again?
Wembley's booked out for the whole year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it.
It's just because the atmosphere is crazy, the Klitschko and stuff.
Phenomenal. That's what's interesting. So it's booked out for this whole year. I fight Wilder this year. I want to fight Wilder in Wembley. I think from what we've done with Klitschko, if we could get Wilder back there, it's a phenomenal atmosphere. But we'll see, and not many other venues actually have boxing licenses. So that's why we have to go to Cardiff again.
Do you think, though, that the knockdown against Klitschko that actually was better for you to win that way, to answer a lot of people who, because you'd steamrolled through everyone? Do you think that actually said more about you as a champion?
I can't really say what it says, but I think when we're older, you tend to appreciate what you was doing when you was younger. And, that right hand was like a steel rod crashing into my face, and I got up and I won the fight. So when I spoke to Parker, I didn't want to have to explain myself, but I just wanted to let him know that what I learnt from that is it takes more than punching power to beat me, because I think I've just got the resilience to keep on coming regardless. So I think, as I said, the questions that answer for everyone, it answered them in different ways. But for me, I said I'll appreciate that more when I've stopped what I'm doing, because that was like a steel hammer right hand. Yeah. That didn't put him down, though. Yeah, it was a lead up to it, wasn't it? I don't know how it did it.
I know Tyson Fury loves to talk.
Yeah.
So his prediction for a Parker win was because he fights excellent against fighters who stand still and don't move. That's his prediction. What's your reaction to it?
Just go back to every fight I've had, and he said that. So
that's it.
How
serious do you take what Tyson Fury says, or even his comeback? Do you genuinely believe he's going to get back in that ring?
I don't take what he says too serious. And his comeback, I don't even think he's got a license yet.
No, I think they said he applied for it the other day officially, I think.
That's what I'm saying. We don't even really know what the situation is. That's what I'm saying about boxing. There's a lot of talk about what people want to do, and then there's a difference to what they're really doing. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I found with a lot of people in the sport. So That's why I just focus on what I'm doing. That's the most important. Do you know what I mean? I can't really talk on others. I don't know what they've got going on with themselves.
It's probably a good time to bring up Frank Warren's young, Daniel Dubois.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of parallels between you two, big guys with knockout records. How do you see the parallels between you two and his future potentially matching up with you down the line if he stays the course?
Yeah, I think he'll probably be, one of the best heavyweights that come out of the country in the future. He's young, he's doing well so far, and if he keeps on staying on this course, then you know what happens to people who keep on staying on track, fighting well, performing well. People in this country really get behind young talent, and that's what he is. So, we support him. I've trained with him, sparred with him, helped him out, and then he turned pro. We're in Frank Warren, so I hope Frank guides him well throughout the ranks.
Staying with that, there's obviously a lot of good young English boxers, Lawrence Cody as well, as you'll know very well.
Yeah, same with him. Yeah.
Are they your favourites at the moment in the British scene?
Yeah, Lawrence, same with him. He'll do well. I sparred with him before I was on the GB team. Spoke to Rob. He come up to the GB squad, performed well, represented himself well, and he's one that I'll probably start cruiserweight, move up to heavyweight in the future, and just dominate. I just think he's come from nothing. Got a real good story, and they can relate to people who just want to get fit, people who want to aspire to be a sportsman. He's got a really good story, so I support him as well.
And then obviously we've got Hay and Bellew in May. The rematch from obviously Hay knackered the first time round. Would you have any interest in fighting either of the winner of that? Like, would they put themselves in a position to get near you? It's
interesting. I can't fight Bellew. Yeah, that's what, with me, like when it comes to like fighting people, sparring people, if I don't have any like bad blood towards you, I never perform. I never do. So yeah, with Bellew, I just couldn't fight or even spar him. I respect him too much. With Hay, I would spar him or fight him. But it's this is a sport that's driven by the public as well. So it's public interest, and I'm not too sure how much interest there would be. But if there was, it's the UK fighters coming together. Hopefully I'll still be a champion by the time that has a bit of interest, if it did. And we can look at it then. But at the time, I don't see his name in the mix amongst like the Furies, Povetkins, Parkers, Pulevs. I don't see his name in the mix around there just yet, I think the winner, if he wins against Bellew, then people start talking about what he's going to do next.
Hopefully you're going to unify the division, and that's the goal if the fight's going to get made. Once you do that, obviously you're not even 30 yet. What's the plan after that? Like, where do you see the trajectory of your career from there?
So let's say I beat Parker, have a middle fight in between with someone, I beat again on my record, then I beat Wilder, then Fury probably has enough time to come back. So we've still got that option as well. It's too soon to even be thinking about retiring. But in terms of like achievements, these are like the pinnacle, so it's so soon, but so much time to go. It's interesting. It is a catch-22.
So as a last question then, what statement do you want to make against Parker, and how do you see that fight going in terms of your different styles?
I was watching like some fighting last night, and what I learned is that some fights just need to be won, and some fights need to be statement fights. Like Klitschko fight needed to be won, but it was a statement fight. So initially I just need to have finesse, and outclass him. But at the end of the day, I think all that goes down in the history books is he was the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, rather than round 5 he done well, round 6 he didn't perform too well. That's for the historians, and there isn't many people that are historians, so people have an interest in the sport, people want to know who won, so I'm just going out there for the win, and that's it.
So the knockout's not?
100%, yeah it is, yeah, but like, as I said, like when I watched Lennox and Tua last night, and it was just a controlled, boring kind of fight, but all we remember about Lennox is that he was like undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, who done well, the best British fighter that we can speak of, but we can't mention every fight he had, but we remember his achievements. So my goal is just to beat Parker convincingly, make sure I secure the win, because people will always remember facts in history.
Training room are cracking Logan has said that you're going to be coming into this fight lighter than the last few fights.
He said that on the last fight, and I came in my heaviest.